return of the Dodge Viper feels almost unreal. For years, people believed the Viper name was gone forever, buried under emissions laws, changing trends, and a market obsessed with electric crossovers. But the 2026-27 Dodge Viper SRT Hellcat changes everything. This isn't just another performance car trying to revive nostalgia. It feels like Dodge looked at the modern automotive world and decided to build something dangerously emotional again. The moment you see it, you instantly understand this machine was designed to intimidate. The first thing that grabs attention is the body. The new Viper keeps that long hood and aggressive stance that made older generations legendary, but now everything looks sharper and more muscular. The hood vents are massive, the front splitter sits incredibly low, and the rear haunches look like they're stretched over pure power. Even standing still, the car feels alive. Dodge clearly wanted the Viper to look like a Predator rather than a luxury sports car. Thin LED headlights give it a modern touch, but they still carry that angry snake-like personality fans wanted. From every angle, it screams American muscle without trying too hard. Then comes the heart of the beast. Rumors suggest the new Viper SRT Hellcat could use a supercharged 6.2-liter HEMI V8, producing somewhere around 800 horsepower, and honestly, that sounds exactly like something Dodge would do. Instead of downsizing or softening the experience, they've doubled down on raw insanity. The sound alone is expected to be brutal. Not artificial speaker noise, not fake engine sounds pumped into the cabin, but real mechanical violence. The kind of exhaust note that shakes windows and turns heads before the car even appears. What makes the Viper exciting isn't just straight-line speed. Dodge already has the Hellcat and Demon for drag racing dominance. The Viper is supposed to feel more dangerous, more connected, more personal. Reports suggest engineers focused heavily on handling this time, using a lightweight aluminum chassis, adaptive suspension, wider tires, and improved aerodynamics. That means the car won't just destroy highways. It could genuinely challenge European supercars on a track. And that's where things get interesting, because the Viper has always been America's rebellious answer to Ferrari and Lamborghini. Inside the cabin, the new Viper finally enters the modern world while keeping its raw personality intact. Previous generations were famous for being uncomfortable and brutal, almost like race cars for public roads. But the 2026-27 model appears far more refined. Expect premium leather, Alcantara surfaces, carbon fiber trim, and a large digital performance display directly behind the steering wheel. The infotainment system will likely feature Dodge's latest Uconnect software with wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, giving drivers modern convenience without distracting from the driving experience. The seats are expected to be deeply bolstered, holding the driver tightly during aggressive cornering. Every button and control seems designed around performance rather than luxury. Even the steering wheel looks thick and purposeful, reminding you this car was built for drivers who actually want to feel connected to the road. And thankfully, Dodge may still offer a manual transmission option. In a world where almost every supercar has become automatic, the idea of an 800-horsepower manual Viper sounds absolutely terrifying in the best possible way. Technology also plays a major role in making this Viper more usable than older generations. Advanced traction control systems, launch control, performance telemetry, multiple driving modes, and upgraded braking systems mean drivers can actually harness all that power more confidently. But Dodge seems smart enough not to over-sanitize the experience. The Viper shouldn't feel too safe or too perfect. Part of its identity has always been its unpredictability. It's the kind of car that demands respect every second you drive it. One of the most impressive things about the new Viper is how it stands against today's automotive industry. Most manufacturers are moving towards silent electric performance, where speed feels instant but emotionally empty. The Viper represents the opposite philosophy. It's loud, mechanical, emotional, and unapologetically excessive. It reminds people why they fell in love with performance cars in the first place. There's drama in every detail, from the aggressive startup sound to the way the body sits low against the pavement. Price expectations place it deep into premium territory, possibly starting around $120,000 or even higher depending on trims and performance packages. But realistically, the Viper was never meant for everyone. It's built for enthusiasts who want something wild and unforgettable. Something that feels dangerous in a world becoming increasingly controlled. The 2026-27 Dodge Viper SRT Hellcat doesn't feel like a simple comeback. It feels like the final rebellion of old-school American performance. Massive horsepower, aggressive styling, brutal sound, rear-wheel drive madness, and pure driver engagement. Everything about it is designed to create emotion. And honestly, that may be exactly what the modern car world has been missing.